Hey friend, you've already taken the first step toward improving your life simply by clicking on this video. I want you to know, you matter to this world, and you are the one who can become the best version of yourself. Trust me, after watching this video, you'll feel how much can change in your life. You can become stronger, wiser, and more confident in yourself. And I'll be right here with you on this journey. Today, we're going to talk about Stoicism. This isn't just a philosophy, it's a path to inner peace and strength. It's important not just to understand it, but to apply it in your life. And if you stick with me until the end, you'll definitely learn how Stoicism can help you overcome any challenges and make your life more mindful and joyful. It's going to be awesome, I promise. Lesson 1. Focus on yourself and stay silent, not on others. In a world full of noise, criticism, and external distractions, it's easy to lose yourself in worrying about what others think. Stoics teach that it's important to focus on yourself, your thoughts, and your actions. You can't control other people's opinions, but you can control your reactions and inner state. Your thoughts and emotions, that's your territory, and this is where you can demonstrate your strength. You matter to this world, and your actions can make a difference. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone, you don't have to prove your worth. You deserve respect and love simply for being you. True strength comes when you stop worrying about what others think of you and start focusing on your own path, your own development. You can be yourself without stressing over other people's opinions. And remember, you're already on the right path. You're not alone. I'm with you, and together, we'll become the best version of ourselves. Lesson 2. Accept what you can't control. Life is full of situations we can't change. Sometimes things happen that upset us, or life just doesn't go as planned. You can't control what happens to you, but here's the thing you can control: how you react to what's happening. Stoics teach us this important lesson: don't stress about what you can't change. Accept it. Imagine you're stressing because you didn't reach your goal on time. You can't go back and change the past, but you can control your actions in the present. You can take a moment, think about what to do next, and keep moving forward. This is your path, and no one can take away your power, the power to control yourself and your actions. When you stop worrying about things you can't control, when you don't let them mess with your emotions, you become free. You free yourself from the stress that comes from circumstances outside your control. You stop burdening yourself with unnecessary worries and start focusing on what really matters. You're a strong person, and your strength lies in choosing how you respond to life's challenges. You can become the master of your inner world. It doesn't mean you won't feel down sometimes or face difficulties, but you'll learn how to handle them. And remember, in every situation, you get to choose how to react. That's your decision. You can be at peace with yourself and with what you can't control. You're already on the right track, and I'm proud of you. Lesson 3. You can't change the past, but you can influence the future. My friend, it's important to understand that your past is a part of your story, and it can't be changed. We all make mistakes, sometimes regret the choices we've made, or wish things had turned out differently. But the only thing you can change is your future. Stoics teach us that we need to focus our efforts on the present, on what we can control right now, to create a better tomorrow. You don't have to carry the weight of your past. You can learn from it, but don't stay stuck in it. Remember, every new day is a chance to start fresh. The future isn't something that happens to you by chance. It's created by every action you take today. You can change the course of your life, but only if you stop dwelling on the past. When you realize that everything that happened before no longer holds power over you, you'll feel lighter. You'll be able to focus on what really matters, what you're going to do next. Don't let your failures or regrets hold you back. You are the creator of your future, and what you do today will shape the life you'll have tomorrow. You get to make a choice every day: move forward or stay stuck. And if you keep moving, no matter what happened before, you'll eventually reach what you're dreaming of. The most important thing is to remember, the present gives you the power to change the future. You're already on the right path, and I'm proud of you for continuing this journey. Lesson 4. Your strength is in embracing difficulties. You know, life doesn't always go as planned, and there will be challenges along your path. But it's important to understand that every challenge isn't something to run away from, but an opportunity for growth. Stoics teach us that difficulty is normal. You can't avoid trials, but you can choose how to handle them. Your strength lies in embracing difficulties and using them as a chance to become stronger. When you face a tough situation, there's no need to be afraid or discouraged. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it takes effort, but you can handle it. Stoics believe that difficulties are what make us real, what helps us grow and become better. When you embrace challenges instead of avoiding them, you learn to be more resilient, patient, and wise. Every tough situation is a chance for you to get better. If you learn to see difficulties as opportunities, you'll stop being afraid of them. You'll understand that every problem is an opportunity to change something in yourself and your life. You don't become weak because of challenges, you become stronger. And remember, you've already grown stronger just because you didn't give up and kept moving forward. Look at challenges as teachers. They aren't enemies, but mentors that help you become a better person. You can handle any situation because you've already proven to yourself that you have the strength. Difficulties are just part of the journey, and you'll definitely get through any trials that come your way. Lesson 5. Strength in calmness. In a world where everything happens so fast, where the constant flow of information and events can make you feel overwhelmed, it's important to find your inner calm. Stoics teach us that true strength isn't about always being in motion or fighting against the world, but in the ability to stay calm inside, regardless of external circumstances. Calmness is not weakness. It's the ability to remain steady even when there's a storm around you. It's the skill to not panic, to not lose control over your emotions, even when the situation seems unmanageable. You can be strong and calm at the same time. It doesn't mean you won't experience worry or stress, but it means you won't let these emotions control you. When you find calmness, you become clearer and more decisive. You start making decisions with confidence, not out of emotion. You stop wasting energy on worries and anxieties, and instead use your inner strength to move forward with a clear mind. You can still influence your life even if the external circumstances are beyond your control, as long as you maintain calmness inside. And remember, in any chaos, even in the toughest situations, you can find silence within yourself. The strength lies in maintaining this balance and being confident that everything will be okay, no matter what's happening around you. Lesson 6. Be ready for change. Life is always changing. It never stands still, and that can be both inspiring and frightening. However, Stoicism teaches us to be prepared for change and to accept it as a natural part of life. We can't control all the changes that happen in the world, but we can control how we respond to them. Change is an opportunity. Don't be afraid of what might happen tomorrow, because each new day brings something new and valuable. Stoics believe that our ability to adapt to change and accept it without fear is true strength. When you're not afraid of change, you stop being vulnerable to it. You become flexible and open to the new. Change can be painful, but that's no reason to shut yourself off from the world. Sometimes it's during the hardest moments that the most important changes happen within us. When you face difficulties or changes, remember that you can use these moments as opportunities for personal growth. The quicker you accept change, the easier it will be to move forward. Be ready for the unpredictable in life. That's normal. And most importantly, you can always control how you perceive and react to change. Don't fear it, but greet it with an open heart, because every change is an opportunity to become even stronger. Lesson 7. Don't look for happiness outside yourself. In the search for happiness, many of us tend to look for it in the external world, in money, success, the opinions of others, or things we want to have. However, Stoics teach us that true happiness doesn't come from external circumstances, but from an inner state. Everything you need for happiness is already within you. It's important to understand that happiness isn't something that comes from outside. It doesn't depend on how much money you make or what status you have. Stoics believe that true happiness comes when we learn to be content with what we already have and when we live in harmony with ourselves. When you stop searching for happiness in things or external achievements, you begin to realize that happiness isn't a destination, but a process. It's the ability to enjoy the moment, to be grateful for what you have, and to find joy in simple things. Happiness is an inner state that you can create yourself, regardless of external conditions. You can't control everything that happens in the world, but you can control how you respond to it. Your happiness doesn't depend on other people or external factors. It depends on how you relate to yourself and your life. If you learn to find happiness within yourself, you'll be able to be happy no matter what circumstances come your way. Lesson 8. Act according to your values. Every day we face numerous decisions that require us to react in certain ways. The outside world can always influence our perception and behavior. We fear judgment and are often intimidated by the thought that others may not approve of our actions. But it's important to understand that true strength in life lies not in pleasing others, but in living in accordance with our own values and principles. Stoics taught that true freedom and strength come from following your inner compass. This doesn't mean you should reject the opinions of others, but it means that you shouldn't make decisions solely based on how they might affect how others perceive you. Living according to your values means respecting yourself and your beliefs, even if the world around you may not always agree with them. It's important to identify what truly matters to you. Knowing your values gives you strength. When you're clear about what's important to you, you'll be able to make decisions that align with your inner beliefs. Stoics believe that a person's inner world is the primary guide for making decisions. Others' expectations and opinions shouldn't be the forces that drive your life. Sometimes, the path that leads to your values won't be easy. You'll face temptations, pressures, and doubts. You may have to stand against the majority and go against the tide. But it's only on this path that you'll find your true strength. When you act according to your values, you remain true to yourself, and that gives you confidence and inner freedom. Remember, it's important to live in harmony with yourself. Life won't always be a smooth journey, but if you stay true to yourself, you'll find much more satisfaction in every step. You create your own life, and it's important to remember that your values are what make you unique and help you walk your path. Don't worry about what others think. Your life belongs to you, and only you can decide how to live it. Lesson 9. Don't look for external reasons for inner happiness. We often try to find reasons for our happiness in the world around us. We wait for work to bring us satisfaction, for money to make us happy, or for other people to change our state of mind. But Stoics teach us an important truth. True happiness does not depend on external factors. It starts within us. Happiness doesn't depend on what's happening around you, but on how you perceive those events. Stoics believe that our inner world is the main source of happiness. When you realize that you can't control all external circumstances, but you can control how you respond to them, you begin to feel more peace and joy. Your life won't be perfect, and you can't avoid all problems and challenges. But even in the toughest situations, you can choose how to react. It's important not to look for excuses for your discontent in the outside world, but to learn to find happiness within yourself. This means taking responsibility for your life and emotions. You are the main architect of your own happiness. When you stop searching for happiness in things and people, you start to appreciate what you have. You learn to enjoy the simple moments and be grateful for each day. True happiness comes when you learn to be content with what you already have and stop expecting the outside world to bring you joy. Lesson 10. Understanding death and living without fear. Friends, we've reached the final lesson, and this is a significant moment. Think about it, because often what we fear defines our lives. The fear of death is one of the most powerful and ancient fears of humanity. Stoics taught that understanding the inevitability of death helps us live a fuller, more conscious life, not wasting time on trivial worries. When we begin to understand that life is finite, it gives us strength. We start to appreciate every moment, every breath, every opportunity. Stoics taught that death is a natural part of life, and we should not fear it. On the contrary, we should use the awareness of life's finiteness to focus on what truly matters. It's important to remember that we can't control the moment of our death, but we can control how we live until that moment. How you live your life is your responsibility. Realizing our mortality shouldn't cause fear, it should inspire action. Live in a way that at the end of your journey, you can say that you did everything you could. When you stop fearing death, you free yourself from many worries and doubts. You begin to live with more determination, acting according to your values without fearing the consequences. You become free. Stoics taught that death is not the end, but a transition, and it's important to live in a way that leaves no regrets when your time comes. Dear friend, you did it. You've completed all 10 lessons and I'm proud of you. You've shown yourself that you're capable of change, learning, and becoming the best version of yourself. Remember, everything we've talked about here is not just words. These are practices and principles that will help you live more consciously, be calm, confident, and strong. You deserve happiness and success, and I'm sure you'll achieve everything you strive for. Thank you for watching this video. You are important to this world, and your journey is just beginning. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new valuable lessons. And if you think this knowledge can help your loved ones, share this video with them. Together we can make this world better. I wish you all the best, be happy, and stay true to yourself. Until next time, and remember, you're on the right path.